Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Moore and I'm a puzzle and brain training author. But in this video, I'm not writing puzzles, I'm solving these, I hope, including this, the case of the missing cookies, and this, Santa's workshop. So let's start with that one. Right, now yesterday we identified that our door for the day was here. So what does it say inside the room? It says, I know, I couldn't help myself. What's he meant to be doing? Oh, he's popping the bubble wrap that we located yesterday. Fine, it says pop. And there was a blue K. I don't know what we're doing with these letters, but there are other coloured letters on the calendar, like for example here on the cover. So I suspect that we will use those on a particular day's puzzle. And probably today we need what's on the door. Let's take the door off, and this looks like Braille. And the reason I say it looks like Braille, because my first thought was it looks like a Lego brick, is because there is Braille on the calendar here. And it is actual Braille, I think. Well, I think that is A and that is B. Assume the rest is also therefore Braille. Now, can we work out what these letters are, and do they then help us find a door on the calendar? So, now Braille has to have a dot in the top row. The top row is the one outwards, I think, here, so that you can then tell where the top is. But it doesn't necessarily have to be in the top left. So therefore, for four, how many of these are there? 5. 4 of them, you can't tell where the top of the Braille letter is. This one, the top has to be here. I was assuming the ones with the darker fill were the things I'm reading as the Braille. But it could, of course, be the other way round. Well, we'll just have to go with the darker fill to start with. So this, for example, I'll treat as those 2, and this one here I'll treat as these 4. So if it's those 4, then the Braille symbol would be this one here, right? Yes, so hang on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J... Quite hard to write here. It's quite shiny, even with a marker, permanent marker. J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Start again. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I don't know why those aren't in the squares there. It's a bit weird. Anyway, it's irrelevant, I'm sure. So this symbol here would be a T. It has to be a T no matter which way around it is, so long as we're reading those as the black dots, if you like. The things that would be raised on an actual Braille letter. So then here we have this, this, and this, which is it here? I think it's an N. That doesn't look promising, does it? Okay, well, I've started out on this route. Let's put N in here. And then this one is those 2 dots here. So that would be, oh, it's not an E, it's the other way around. Of course, if that doesn't exist, then I would know I've gone wrong. No, it's an I, yes? I'm going to say it's going to say print. I'm reading from that way. So that would be an I. And this, let's see if it's an R with those 4 dots. Where's R? Here, it is an R. And this is going to be a P, surely. P is here. Yes, that is a P with those 4 dots. So we have written this way around, reading down, print with our Braille dots. Print. Yep, print is a door. I've written print in Braille. What are the chances that's not the answer? Very, very slim. This must be the answer. Right. So there we go. Open it. We should see a chocolate which has an 8 on it. And we do. There we go. Right, that's today's Santa's workshop solved. Now let's have a look at the case of the missing cookies. Right, okay, so this is a little bigger, this calendar, and yesterday we discovered we were here. Hey, that's my favourite wrench. Cut that out. It's quite clever. Cut that out, obviously telling you to cut it out, but also meaning don't do that. And welcome to Explaining Basic English with Gareth. Anyway, favourite is in italics, but we've seen an italic word? Yes, an italicised word every single day so far. And we haven't used them, so no reason to think I'm using it today. Let's tear out the wrench, or spanner as you might call it in British English. It's interesting he calls it a wrench, because the rest of the calendar, as you can see, favourite, is in British English. Right, let's cut this out. And then the question is, what are we wrenching? What are we turning? What are we undoing? I'm running out of synonyms. Right, okay, so let's find somewhere it can go. I don't think there's anywhere on the side with all the doors to use it. So let's go back a page and see if there's anywhere on here to use it. See, I reckon we're going to insert it on something and hopefully it will become clear. In fact, is there anything marked on here? No. Thought maybe there were some extra markings on this that would be useful. So what this is going to do, I don't know, but there is, oh here, look, a screw or bolt, whatever you want to call it. And in fact, if I zoom in on it, maybe you can see there are little tiny arrows. Little tiny arrows, which presumably give an positioning for this. So what am I doing with this? Does that even fit? I mean, not really, actually. But what are the chances it doesn't go on there? Maybe it goes here. It does fit there. It does fit this way as well, therefore. But then what? If this had letters on it, well, no letters on the back, are there? No. If this had letters on it and the arrows, the 3 arrows were pointing at something, then I would say, well, there we go. It's pointing at those letters and they're spelling out something, because we're looking for the name of an elf or some other way of identifying an elf. I mean, it fits so precisely, I mean, within less than a millimetre, that I think we can be confident this is where I'm supposed to use it on the calendar. It is possible, of course, there are multiple of these bolts on the calendar. I'll have a quick check. But I put this on here. Right, that could theoretically be a C or a U or an N, but I can't see how it's anything else. And one of my first thought then was that I put it on here with the arrows, but it doesn't quite fit that way, and then it points at something. And maybe that still is the case. It is pointing at a moustache, but this isn't really an arrow. That's a bit of a reach. I was going to say a bit of a wrench. If I put it like this, it's obviously off the bottom of the calendar. What is that doing? Does this look like an elf when it's assembled together? Yeah, the famous bolty elf. If I'm pointing at things, then this isn't really pointing at anything. It may be glasses and a hat, and that's a feather. Okay, well, I mean, if there's an elf with glasses, hat, and a feather, then perhaps that's the answer. Those glasses. Let's look for a feather first of all. I think this is a bit of a desperate reach, but let's see. There's an elf with a feather. He's got a feather. Is it the same feather? That's the feather. It's got black. It's white with black stripes. His feather is white, but there are no black. Well, maybe there's black stripes. And he's got glasses which are clear underneath with a black rim across the top. If I put that like this, it's pointing at those circle rimmed glasses. This is a bit of a desperate punt, I think. But I don't know where else to go. I mean, feather, that makes sense. Green Santa hat and circled glasses. You see, he has a green Santa hat and he has a feather. But those are not the same glasses. Is he wearing the same glasses on the back of the calendar? Because I think each of the elves also appears on the back, which I didn't realise to start with. He's up here. No, he's got different glasses. Oh, I would be sure that was the right elf. It wasn't for the glasses. Well, let's see if there's anyone wearing circled glasses for a start. Maybe they're just generic glasses, but that's a bit weird to say. People are quite heavily associated with their glasses they wear, generally speaking. None of them have circular glasses. So my best bet so far is it's Cornelius, on the basis that when I stick this on those 3 arrows, it points at a green and white Santa hat, and it points at a feather. And it points at a pair of glasses which is not those. If this is right, I think it's a bit unfair on the glasses, although I may be missing something. Let's have a look and see if this is our answer. It was. Huh. First of all, I'm delighted I solved that. But also, I don't understand about the glasses. Well, there we go. I hope you enjoyed those. I solved them both, so I guess that's not too bad. If you did enjoy it, please do join me in tomorrow's video when I shall open those 2 doors again that I've just identified and read the puzzles on those and hopefully solve those as well. But in the meantime, do feel free to check out my other videos that are linked at the end of this clip. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. And also, I'd love it if you liked the video. And please do comment. I'd love to read your thoughts. But otherwise, all that remains for me now, until I see you in another video, is to say take care and goodbye.